Yeah. Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians Cast, episode 653. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
Hey.
What's up, James?
Alonzi?
All right, so you know what? We were talking off the air. Why don't you tell us, Chris, what your reaction was to the second trailer?
Yeah, I was very underwhelmed with the second trailer. I always thought that, when you have a second trailer, because the first one was more like a teaser trailer, this one I thought could have, since the show is not too far off, coming back, I mean, I just felt like the second trailer it was really just like a whole bunch of things that they showed, but there was nothing substantial to the trailer. It was just like clips every now and then. Now, a good trailer to me sets the tone of whatever you're trying to get across, and it shows, some cohesive stuff, like some things that stick together, so you can kind of understand what the plot's going to be like, but not too much. This just felt like, oh, here's an episode, here's a clip from this and this and this and this and this, and that's our trailer. And it felt very messy, and it didn't seem like a professional trailer. It was almost like a fan-made trailer, in my opinion. I've seen better fan-made trailers before for movies and stuff, so I don't know. I hope the next trailer is a bit better.
What do you think, James? Did you saw the second trailer, Series 9?
Yeah, it's a hot mess. I mean, it's all over the place. If you didn't like Doctor Who, you really couldn't follow that trailer, pretty much.
Right. Mike D, we just we're live and we're just talking about the trailer reaction because I didn't get their reactions to the second trailer.
Oh yeah.
So what do you have to say about the second trailer?
Well, I know Connor and I talked a little bit last night, doing a little bit more theorizing about a couple of things. I might want to wait for him to come on to go into further detail concerning that. But as far as the trailer itself. Yeah, I mean, it's just a hodgepodge of things just tossed at the screen, which is not a good nor a bad thing. It's just what it is. But,
see, now I'm sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead. I was just...
I loved the first trailer because I felt that the music got me, like, hooked into it. And they go, da, 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 and it's like, and I'm like, I like that, With this trailer, I liked it a lot, but not as much as the first trailer. But I get what you're saying, Chris and James, that it's like, well, what the hell are we looking at? It's like, everything mixed up, the only criticism that I could say bad about the trailer is that I don't like the stupid dialogue that Moffat is writing for the Doctor that makes it sound corny.
Well, the stuff that maybe you're speaking of this, but I've referenced before that, like this, I was born to save the universe, all this stuff, it just seems hokey and over the top.
Right. And it's like, I'm the Doctor, and I save people. Like,
yeah, that to me,
no fucking shit.
That's like in a Superman trailer. If Superman's like, I'm Superman and I'm super, and it's like,
right,
okay,
like, and it's like, same old. The Doctor and the Clara, That other line, James. Oh, same old. The Doctor and Clara in the TARDIS. It's like,
but only Doctor could ever pull that off would have been David Tennant. He could pull that off.
Right. So it's just, I love Peter Capaldi. I'm just hoping that Moffat is not fighting with him where he's writing bad stuff purposely, because I get the impression sometimes that they don't see eye to eye, Moffat and Capaldi. As much as everybody loves Capaldi, and I love Capaldi, I get the impression that Moffat is not writing his best for Capaldi like he did with, Matt Smith, I feel.
Well, Matt Smith was his doctor, pretty much. They came in.
I know, but it just seems to me like he's not putting the effort in like he did.
Maybe it's not... I don't think it's so much that Moffat's purposely not writing well, because that's really unprofessional, and I think Moffat is a professional. But you know what it might be? it might be that Capaldi's acting style is just it doesn't match well with Capaldi's writing. I mean, with Moffat's writing. It might be that Moffat's writing one way, and Capaldi portrays it a way that he thinks is best, but Moffat's kind of like, I don't want it portrayed this way. I want you to portray it another way. But Capaldi's like, that doesn't make sense. And maybe
Right.
that's where there's like miscommunication or something. Because I really, to me, I have a hard time buying that Moffat's like, oh, I'm gonna write something stupid and make Capaldi look bad. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not on the set, so who knows?
I would like, yeah.
Excuse me one second. Like this, like this. Look like they're trying to do what happened to the Sixth Doctor. You know, he had bad writing and stuff like that. I mean, looked like it's deja vu all over again.
I mean, yeah, I want him to be a professional, you know, and even if he's mad at Capaldi or not, just write it like the best stuff he could write. You know, this other stuff about Clara dying, and everybody, I saw in the chat rooms and the forums, like them saying, why does, you know, Matrix Lord not want her to die? You know, and I just don't want Clara to die, because the way I feel, didn't we get enough sadness and death with like Amy and Rory? Like, I felt robbed when that happened. Like, they died, and it's like, oh. And then you got River. It's like you got that, and it's like then Clara dies in the snowman. It's like, Jesus. Like, how many times are you gonna have somebody die? Like, enough. So I kind of want her to have a happy ending. Is that wrong of me to want that? I've seen enough death with this craziness, with him losing River and this way. It's like, enough. He's been through enough. I mean, he already retired. What the fuck is he going to do now? You know?
Yeah, I think there would come a point where the Doctor would see that so many companions are dying that he'd be like, I'm not.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not taking nobody.
Because if he's still taking people with them and they just die, doesn't that kind of make him responsible in a way?
Well, yeah, he never told poor Brian, hey, by the way, you know, Amy and Rory are dead. You want to see the grave? It's like, oh my God, you know, you just left them. It's like, I don't know. And again, I'm not a hater of Doctor Who. Please, tired of hearing it. But I do got to say some good things. We are very accurate on this show, calling a lot of stuff that goes down. You know, the fact that there's going to be a 3-parter, I called that. Because I said they were going to do that, because Russell T. Davies did it, and I said Moffat is definitely going to do it. That was the only thing he didn't do, was a 3-parter. He went for every record there is. Longest Companion, Longest Doctor, you know, Longest, you know, Oldest Doctor, you know, Missing Doctor. I mean, every regeneration cycle, I mean, every type of record that there is, he basically broke.
Whoa! Longest Doctor is the 4th Doctor.
No, I'm talking about Oldest Doctor. I'm sorry, like the Doctor in that 8. Now, I'm not talking like Tom Baker record. I'm talking in the role. I'm talking of Matt Smith went from 907 to 2000. Basically.
Didn't technically Sylvester McCoy be the longest-running Doctor?
I don't think so.
Well, he was from 87 to 93, right?
No, I'm not talking about years. I'm talking about the
96?
No, I'm talking about the Doctor's age.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if we're talking about the longest-running Doctor, wasn't Sylvester McCoy?
I mean, it would be consecutive filming. It would be Tom Baker. But in the role, it would be Sylvester McCoy because it was off air, and then they brought it back. Right. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Well, the shortest tenure would be the War Doctor.
Well, honestly, I would just. I'm still not happy about that. But I'm a John Hurt fan, but I'm not happy that Moffat did that because I've been saying it all along, even before that, he hated the 8th Doctor because they never got to choose that doctor. So he didn't want him to do anything. He didn't want him to accomplish anything. He didn't want him to be responsible for the Time War and the ending of it and anything. So
I like the whole thing with the War Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was, you know, I wasn't a huge fan of a lot of Matt Smith's era. I mean, it was watchable, but I think that was something that was really good that I enjoyed seeing. Because
I did like it too, like that with the name of the Doctor when he appeared the first time.
I like the Pandorica opens though when he did that epic speech at Stonehenge. That was pretty cool.
I like Matt Smith's episodes. I know you don't like that many, Mike D, but
well, I was saying that I think they're moderate, they're mediocre. I mean, I don't Smith. He was just too much. He was too poncy. I didn't really take him seriously. I mean, he, like Capaldi, I think reflects kind of how poncy he was. Kind of like Daniel Craig shows kind of how Pierce Brosnan wasn't exactly up to par during his tenure in Bond. It kind of reflects back on it. That's just how I look at it. I'm just not. Matt Smith's stuff was a little bit corny, and there was too much of the romance stuff going on. And it's not that I hated him. I just a lot of them were like a snooze fest. You could just skip over them. You wouldn't really care if you missed them or not.
Oh yeah, like the Wet in the River song. Yeah, I got you.
It would really suck if Peter Capaldi left. But I said that also, that you know, if they're gonna start playing games with the seasons, he's not gonna stay. And if he's unhappy on set, he's not gonna stay. And it causes a big strain between him and his family. I heard as of late too. He said that they don't really are really happy about him.
Well, he's been saying stuff not quite like that, but he's been saying that he's been missing his family since he first started. I think filming Doctor Who when he first got there. So, you know, that's something that, you know, David Tennant at the time and Matt Smith, you know, that wasn't a problem for them, because you know, at the time they didn't have families. So,
Correct.
You know, Peter Capaldi, that's a pretty important factor that people have to consider. That, you know, he's a father, he's a husband, he's got other responsibilities above the show. You know, I know it's his job, but you know, your family comes first. So
exactly.
His family's pretty much in Doctor Who. The fifth Doctor.
Well, yeah, he got them as it was ending.
My daughter. I mean.
Right, he started going out with Georgia Moffat.
Yep.
And it was done, and he's got a wife, he's got a kid, and he had adopted, you know, like he adopted.
Well, that's now, yeah. I mean, that's now.
I mean, he basically had a kid already.
Yeah.
But he became like the dad to that kid, you know. Actually, now he's got, besides the kid that was there already, he's got two also. He's got a boy and a girl.
Yeah, I thought that David Tennant had kids. Yeah.
With her.
Yeah.
I still said it would have been a better thing for him to have been Mr. Fantastic and her to be Invisible Woman if they did a Fantastic Four movie, but.
Man, that movie is trash. It's hot
stuff. It would have been better with David Tennant and Georgia Moffat. Definitely.
I don't even think David Tennant could have done any justice to that.
Oh, he could have. I'm convinced 100,000,000% he could have been the best Mr. Fantastic ever.
I think people would have been watching him going, "There's the Doctor," acting like Mr. Fantastic.
You know,
I think so.
Yeah.
So, any rumors about a Doctor Who movie? Have anybody heard anything?
No movies, but we're hearing a lot of stuff about the 10th Doctor appearing as a ghost, and the 8th Doctor appearing as a ghost in the finale. Time Lord Ghosts.
Hey, I think the 8th Doctor should appear as a goat. I think that'd be pretty funny.
A goat? Yeah. Ghost.
Wait a minute. When you regenerate, don't the previous incarnation
Thank you. That's the biggest thing I have a problem with, is they shouldn't have ghosts, because they're you know, Peter Capaldi is 12th Doctor, is all of them in there. So,
well, maybe it's like a time ghost or something like that. Like it's an echo of the past or something.
Maybe an echo, yeah. I don't know.
Or could it be stuck in a time war or something, or?
I don't know. I kind of did some wonderful articles for Disturbance and stuff. So I wanted him to elaborate. So hopefully he could. We can get him on the next guest.
He and I talked about an hour last night and put together a lot of things and theorized some stuff regarding that.
We want to wait for him to talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, because
because we came to some really good conclusions.
Okay.
Connor had one of those, yeah, that makes so much sense now moment.
Right. I know me and Connor were talking off air, and I said to him that, you know, when he said the thing about ghosts, I'm like, well, that's what Rassilon wanted. He wanted to invoke that sanction where they would be just ghosts. They wouldn't have any physical form. They would never age. They would never die. And maybe I said to Connor that Missy says, all right, you want that? Here you go. And she basically forced them into becoming ghosts. And then all the regenerations went to the doctor, maybe. I mean, you know, every cycle, unlimited, you know? So
we've got a theory.
Okay. All right. Other than that, I'm trying to talk about stuff without going into, you know, Connor territory.
So is Omega coming?
I would like to see him back because they would be very similar if they were ghosts. He's like a ghost himself. So, you know, maybe...
universe.
Yeah, there'll be some type of tie-in with that. I do wonder why Stephen Moffat on Series 8 mentioned that maybe Madame Gravarian's coming back, and she never did. So I'm kind of wondering, why did he mention her if he had no intention of putting her in there?
Or did Amy kill her?
No, she's alive as far as I'm concerned. You know, I like Madame Gravarian.
I think Moffat throws things in at certain times just to muddy the water.
Right.
Yeah, like I would like to see the Doctor's granddaughter come back, Susan.
Right. Well, his daughter was on set. You know, Georgia Moffat was on set. But we don't think that's from the episode. We don't know. But Russell T. Davis was there with David Tennant. I mean, maybe Russell T. Davis will become a new showrunner if Moffat leaves and do the specials, maybe.
Yes. Well,
that would be great.
Who knows?
But then again, I don't really think. See, here's the thing. Everybody's saying, "Oh, Moffat's leaving, right?" Well, because like whatever. He's signed. I mean, that's the thing that if they don't do Series 10, I can say, okay, then there's a kind of a break in the contract because they have the year, they have the season, and then if he's not going to do it that year, then what the hell are they going to have as a contract? But I don't know. Oh, so why don't we talk about? You know what we could talk about, Chris?
Yeah.
You brought it up about the Doctor becoming a woman. What we said this the other night. Why don't you repeat who came out that wants to be the Doctor?
Well, I don't know the actress's name.
Haley Atwell.
There we go. The woman who plays Peggy Carter in the Captain America films.
Right.
She wants to be the first female Doctor.
Right.
Be number 13 then, maybe.
Yeah.
And it seems to me like nobody's against it.
No. It's basically, well, almost universally accepted. And I don't think I think if they were going to make a female Doctor, I think she would be a great choice. But I don't want there to be a female Doctor, and everyone can hate me for that. I really don't care. But,
I don't want there to be a female Doctor, but if they had to do it, this is why when I saw the article, I kind of had a smile because I'm like, I like her as an actress, and if I was forced to be given a female Doctor because I had no say, I would say, all right, well, if we're gonna do a female Doctor, why don't you have somebody I like? And that would be her. I give my vote. You know, but again, I don't want a female Doctor. But
it's like you have to do it. Yeah, you don't have to pick, but it's like, yeah, I guess she would be okay.
In other words, if they had to do it, I would accept it.
Yeah, but
I would have to
about Doctor Who though. Doctor can change his sex if he wants to.
Well, see, that's the thing. Even the Time Lords never really did that. It only happened like twice. The Corsair and the Master. So it wasn't something that regularly happened all the time. So, you know, that's basically what you have there. It happened twice.
Yeah.
That we know of. So again, that's why they shouldn't make it like, oh, it happened all the time in Gallifrey. What are you talking about? Yeah.
So are they going to show John Sim the regeneration in the movie, or is that a totally?
You know, when it comes to John Sim, I don't see him regenerating into Missy. I just see it completely different. I see there being another incarnation, and just then we see Missy afterwards. But you know, that's what I see.
So if they let if the doctor don't have any more companions, ain't that like telltale signs of the Valyard?
Well, another thing, the Dream Lord is kind of like the Valyard. You know, Toby Jones has been busy. I mean, he's going to be in Captain America: Civil War, I believe. He's in Dad's Army. But you know, if they were going to have John Sim regenerate, right? I would have the Master be Toby Jones, and then him be Missy afterwards. Because even Moffat said, "How do you know that John Sim regenerated into Missy? Who said that? It doesn't have to be that way." So it makes everything wide open, you know.
Or the doctor or Missy jumps in a doctor's body, they switch bodies, something like that.
Well, see, that was an idea that they were going to do with Russell T. Davies for David Tennant, and they never did. It was supposed to be for a special, and they scrapped that. Because I remember them talking about it, but yeah, I don't want them to reuse stuff. But anyway, other than that, I think that's going to be it for now. We're going to wait for Connor. Oh, David, what's up, David?
Hey guys, I was wondering when you noticed me.
Sorry, bro.
It's okay.
Again, with the Doctor being a woman, are you happy if it would be Haley Atwell?
If we absolutely needed to have a female doctor,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, it's unanimous.
She's a fantastic actress. Though, if we had the choice between a male and female doctor, obviously I'd take a male doctor any day. But if we were forced in this politically correct society to have a female doctor, yeah, I would pick Haley Atwell.
And I'll tell you who'd be a good companion for her would be Captain Jack.
Right. You know what would be the joke? You know what would be the joke every episode? You know, as many times as they said the TARDIS is bigger on the inside, they would have constantly her interacting with different races that the Doctor helped before. And he's like, "No, I'm sorry, man. Doctor's not a woman." And then it'd be like, the whole season would be like that. Even the Daleks would be like, "You're not the Doctor."
No, they'll come out who Doctor or who?
What? No, you're not the Doctor. Sorry.
And then she crushes a Dalek under the TARDIS. Any questions?
Yes. Yeah, that's what would happen. She would destroy them every time.
Yeah, but I think
And I think Haley Atwell would work well in that situation.
You know what I think? I think she would.
I'm kind of curious. Why would the Doctor pick the weaker of the sexes to be?
Oh,
you know?
No.
Hey, we had to interject something controversial here.
Well,
I gotta be the one to take the shot for the group, man. I just gotta say it.
Man.
Well,
Well,
hold on. It's over here on the right.
Right. I would think that she would appear to be polite if she was the Doctor. She'd be a little sarcastic, but I think that she would be like a mastermind type, like Sylvester McCoy.
She'd probably be tougher than Matt Smith because he was like a little wuss.
She probably would be like Sylvester McCoy, like calculating.
I would love to see the Doctor and Romana interact together if he turned into a woman. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Caitlyn Jenner, man, I keep saying.
Oh my God! Imagine a female Doctor encountering like Amy Pond and Rory, and they're like,
"Hey, Doctor, is that a sonic screwdriver in your pocket?"
Oh, stop it! No, man, it would be a weird dynamic. It would be a weird dynamic.
It would be, but again, this is all speculation. If we were going to have a female Doctor anyway.
Hell, you think Colin Baker and Peter Capaldi are moody? Wait till you get a female Doctor, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
All right, gang, we're gonna get out of here. Wait for Connor. So.
Connor.
Hey guys.
Connor.